How's it guys, Munash here, and today we have Crossbones against Crossbones. So I decided to try him out against the Act 6 Crossbones boss in Chapter 1. A fight that he's not really that good for, on paper at least, but that was kind of the point, I wanted to see how he does in less favorable matchups, especially against larger health pools. So I actually forgot that they changed him a couple of months ago. The main thing is they just changed the biohazard node to poison. So I thought I was going to take the far right path and remove force of will. Then I will be able to bypass biohazard. But now it's just a basic poison node which only triggers once, so not really a big deal. As long as he's a high sig, he should be able to bypass that, or rather shrug it off. So instead I decided to go left and remove the Bane node and leave force of will on, which means I won't be able to bypass the Vigor node whatsoever. So the fight becomes more difficult because now I have to outdamage that region. And it's not like it's a weak region. I mean, every 15 seconds it triggers unless you can take him down to the next 25% health interval, and he heals 50% of his base health in 5 seconds. And like I said earlier, it's not a good matchup. I mean, Crossbones of course is not a hero, he's a villain. So even if I brought the Hitmonkey synergy, it would make no difference. And that's actually the only synergy I've used with Crossbones so far. So right now I have no synergies whatsoever, no Nick Fury evade, no Heimdall. And I'm not sure what sig this Crossbones is. I assume he's 200, but yeah, I mean, I really can't even parry stun him to drop a heavy attack. So the only way I can get in those heavy attacks is by punishing his special one. Fortunately, it's very easy to punish, it's got very short range on it. And the recovery time is a bit long, so even if you block it, you can actually still heavy punish. And that's pretty much the only thing that's making this fight possible for this rank 5 Crossbones. But you are still gonna see me lose several Furies during this fight, since he doesn't always play as aggressively as you want him to. Sometimes it takes a bit of time to bait that special attack. He'll just keep going back and forth while my Furies fall off, then I have to build them up again. And it's not nice when that happens, but it's okay, it's not the end of the world. You can still carry on and finish the fight. You're just gonna have to be a bit more patient with it. Because you'll see people lose their Fury buffs and then they'll start getting like depressed or just really upset at the champion. Like, I lost 2 Fury buffs early in the fight. Crossbones is not good for this. He's just so impractical. He needs Mangog synergy. Mangog, man. And I don't even have a 5-star Hellboy. What am I gonna do for Act 6? And just the most ridiculous stuff. Because they lost a few Fury buffs. But here's the thing, okay, you don't actually need a lot of Fury buffs for Crossbones to have some solid damage output, just 10 Fury buffs and you're doing 6k mediums roughly, which might not seem like a lot, it's not like a crazy amount of damage or anything like that, but it is consistent. It's not based on crit RNG, just as long as you have those Fury buffs. And with good RNG, you can build them up very quickly in a fight like this. But you probably wouldn't even use him in a fight like this. I mean, it's not a good matchup. Usually you'll be fighting against hero champs, and if you're not but still feel the need to use him, you might have some synergies involved. But I just wanted to get across the idea that it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't always need ideal circumstances or favorable matchups. It might not be as clean, but it's still pretty effective. And also, I just really enjoy doing this fight, and I'm just enjoying Crossbones in general. Like, I actually really do like his playstyle or just using him. Some people say it's a bit stressful or even difficult to a certain extent. And fair enough, because a lot of it is quite similar to using She-Hulk, particularly when it comes to using the heavy attack. If you can't just parry heavy, then how do you find your openings? Which special attacks are you punishing? How's your timing and spacing? And then the standing intercept afterwards. Throwing that special one for the Furies to ramp up your damage. And just trying to play fairly aggressively to maintain. And if you can maintain and build lots of Fury buffs, then you'll be able to do some unholy damage. So there are quite a few parallels between the two champs. So now we are approaching the end of the fight, a pretty exciting time. I did start playing a bit more recklessly after losing almost all my Fury buffs, because I was just trying to be very aggressive and take him out quickly. And perhaps that was not the right way to go about this fight. Should have just been a bit more patient and let them build gradually. But it was more fun doing it the aggressive way, so it's justified. It made for a pretty nail-biting ending. In fact, this is one of, if not the closest, the most clutch Act 6 boss fight I've ever done. So check this out. Now he's pretty much in assassin range, not much health left. I throw the special one. Then I'm gonna enter Oberon and take some somewhat annoying block damage, because Crossbones also has some fairly low block proficiency. Then bait the special one and punish. Okay, looking good, got 6 Furies. He throws another special one, and this time I don't punish. I think I was just a bit slow to react, so I carry on with the basic combos. But then of course I lose most of my Fury buffs, so I decide, okay, maybe I can finish him off with the special 2. But nope, not enough firepower behind it, and then throws his own special 2, which takes me down to 1% health because I decide to block it because I'm entering overrun. Then I punish just in time before he fully recovers, throw that special 1% health left on both of us, and the last hit takes him out. Imagine that special 2 took me out. That would have been so sad, but kind of funny as well. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, thank you for watching, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.